Here are instructions for installing ProVia's Harbor Mill shake and shingle siding. Harbor Mill is only intended for wall installation and should be installed over a smooth, flat, prepared surface, and never installed over an open stud wall. It is not designed for roofing applications such as mansard gambrel roof designs. Use corrosion-resistant nails. Harbor Mill is not intended to be stapled. Always refer to the installation manual for the basic procedures. The manual can be found by scanning or tapping the QR code below. Your wall should be prepared with a recommended weather barrier shield such as Tyvek. Strike a level line on the base of each wall. Using that line, install the steel starter strip that is designed specifically for Harbor Mill. Use ProVia starter strip with part number H-AC-0675. If you are using standard outside corner posts, install your corner posts first, making sure you have a 3/4 inch channel opening. If you are using Harbor Mill corners, these will be installed one row at a time after the Harbor Mill panels have been installed. Details on the installation of ProVia corners will follow. It is important to take note of the temperature during your installation. Harbor Mill panels are engineered with indicators that help with proper spacing. There are 3 indicators. A is used during installation when temperatures are either 76 degrees Fahrenheit and above in direct sunlight, or 91 degrees Fahrenheit and above when overcast. B is used when temperatures are either between 36 degrees Fahrenheit and 75 degrees Fahrenheit when in direct sunlight, or between 61 degrees Fahrenheit and 90 degrees Fahrenheit when overcast. C is used when temperatures are below 35 degrees Fahrenheit when in direct sunlight, or 60 degrees Fahrenheit and below when overcast. It is important to follow these guidelines to help make sure panels have adequate spacing for expansion and contraction. Once you identify the spacing indicator you need to follow, working left to right, install your first panel, making sure to leave 1/4 inch gap between the Harbor Mill panel and the inside of the corner post channel. Once in position, your first nail should be placed in the round hole in the center of the nailing hem. It is essential to place your first nail here to help control the expansion and contraction of the panels. After the first nail is in place, nail the panel in place. We recommend at least 5 nails per full panel. Also, take care not to nail panels tight. You should leave a 1/8 inch gap between the nail head and the Harbor Mill panel. Then you'll take your second panel and line it up according to the spacing guides you previously identified. There is an indentation on the face of the panel that works as an alignment guide. On the reverse side of the adjoining panel, a raised tab will fit into the channel, helping you know you are positioned correctly. There are 5 locations marked on each panel that will help you make sure your stagger pattern is correct when installing. Complete your first row of panels using the starter strip. For subsequent rows, use the following cut pattern for the starter panel on the left side of the wall: 3, 1, 4, 5, 2. This will help make sure your keyways will stagger properly. For the second row, use the spacing indicators and cut the second panel at the number 3. This will serve as your first panel on the second row. When installing these panels, it is easiest to start with the right side of the panel angled downward. Seat the left corner into the locking hem and push up from left to right until the panel seats into the receiving guard. Once the panel is locked into the receiving guard, it should be able to slide left to right. Position in place using the spacing indicators and nail using the center nail hole. If you are using the recommended stagger pattern, your wall should start like this. The pattern starts with a full panel, then is followed by 3, 1, 4, 5, 2. Then the pattern will repeat for the entire project. Harbor Mill corners are installed one row at a time. Panels should have 3-inch spacing from the edge of the wall. Starter strip will need to be installed flush to the edge of the wall to make sure there is adequate space for the locking tabs to engage on the corner at the bottom. Once the first row on both sides are done, the corner will be installed and lined up according to the installed panels. When installing an 1/8 inch shake corner post, the cutaway tabs may need to be trimmed, which are located inside the bottom of the corner post. This will allow the post to match the staggered shake pattern depth. Tabs can be fully removed if required. 7-inch shingle corners do not have this tab and no modification is required. Nail the corner post through the top nail hole provided, leaving a 1/8 inch space between the nail head and the corner. Continue this process for the full height of the wall. Make sure each corner post interlocks with the previous corner. If necessary, trim the last corner post to match the angle of the roof line. This has been a brief overview of ProVia's Harbor Mill installation.